Ammo prices are cooling off, but most shooters are still spending way more than they need to. Here's a fun fact. You can slash your range expenses by half without shooting a single round less. The secret isn't just what you shoot, it's how you train and where you shoot, among other things. In this video, we'll talk about 10 of the smartest field-tested hacks to cut your range ammo bill by about 50%. From bulk buys and dry fire drills to secret rebates, free ranges, and cheap training ammo tricks. You'll want to stick around. This video will save you money while you train to be a better shooter. Everyone loves the feeling of rattling off a quick magazine dump. But scorched earth shooting sessions torch your hard-earned dollars faster than a loose gas block torches a cheap sling. Before any range day, I jot down one or two concrete goals. Maybe shaving a quarter second off a draw to first shot, or keeping every round on an 8-inch plate while moving off the X. Those targets shape every drill I run, so the ammunition I burn actually builds skill instead of just noise. Friends who tag along notice they leave with extra boxes untouched, yet their groups tighten up and their timers drop. Keeping the mission narrow forces focus. 6 slow, deliberate rounds in a build drill can reveal more about grip tension than 60 casual pops. Tracking scores on a notebook or phone makes each session a miniature competition against your last best effort. When improvements plateau, goals shift. Fresh challenges spark new life into training without adding more cartridges to the tab. It's amazing how a simple plan reins in the urge to chase that instant gratification of rapid fire, leaving enough spare ammo for another trip later in the month. And that saving you can feel as much as see. Number 2. Dry fire at home. Cartridges cost money. Trigger presses in the living room do not. Between actual range visits, I rack the slide on an empty pistol, confirm twice it's clear, aim at a light switch, and run 10 perfect presses. Those silent squeezes build finger memory so the trigger breaks without flinch or yank when the real powder ignites. Anyone skeptical only needs a week of nightly 10-minute sessions to witness it translate onto paper. Throw a laser cartridge or a cheap Mantis sensor into the equation, and feedback becomes immediate, though plain visual confirmation of steady sights at the click works wonders on its own. A bonus appears in faster presentations. Drawing from concealment 100 times at home irons out clothing snags and reduces wasted motion. Dry practice pairs beautifully with that purposeful range plan because marksmanship improvements already brewed at home bloom on live fire day, trimming the round count required for the same result. Instead of tossing 50 warm-up shots just to shake out a rusty grip, I walk in ready and spend those 50 exploring advanced movement drills. Free skill, saved brass, shorter visits. Can't ask for more. Number 3. Bring your own targets, eyes, and ears. Renting iPro for each session feels harmless until you tally the receipts at year's end. A once-and-done purchase of ANSI-rated glasses and a reliable set of muffs pays itself off in 3 or 4 outings. As for targets, a ream of ledger paper from the office supply aisle, plus a bold marker, unleashes endless creativity. I like sketching playing card pips or goofy alien silhouettes, because custom shapes keeps drills fresh without costing extra. Friends sometimes tease my kindergarten art, but they keep swiping sheets once they see the savings. Stapling those homemade targets to reused cardboard boxes also means no guilt when shooting tight clusters that graphite over printed bullseyes. Colored adhesive dots add instant aiming points for pennies, and they layer over old holes, so each sheet lives several cycles. Taking control of gear eliminates the quiet surcharge hidden in range counter impulse buys. Fresh foam plugs, fancy splatter decals, or novelty zombie prints rack up fast. Pack a small tote with targets, tape, ear protection, and extra staples, and range staff will nod approvingly because prepared shooters move quickly between relays. Number 4. Switch to budget-friendly calibers for practice. Repetition builds competency, and few cartridges enable repetition like rimfire. Running a 22 conversion kit on a duty-sized pistol or a 22 trainer rifle produces identical stance, sight picture, and follow-through, yet cost 1/5 or less than centerfire. The tiny boom might feel anticlimactic, but the fundamentals stay identical, so confidence swells without shelling out. After polishing mechanics with bricks of rimfire, transitioning back to 9mm verifies that grip pressure, trigger press, and sight alignment remained honest. Flinches vanish because the brain stopped anticipating bark. Even inside larger bore categories, certain calibers stretch your dollars. 9mm shoots cheaper than 40 S&W or 45 Auto, and switching to it for high-volume drills frees resources for carry ammo refreshes in defensive classes. Caliber pragmatism doesn't mean abandoning your favorite guns. It means reserving the pricier rounds for confirmation groups and hunting zero checks, rather than every weekly outing. That strategic allocation balances wallet and wear parts while keeping proficiency across platforms. Number 5. Buy ammo in bulk, the calculated way. Price per round drops steeply when stepping up from 50-round cartons to 1,000-round cases, but timing matters. I track pricing spreadsheets and watch ammo seek fluctuations the way anglers track moon phases. Election years, overseas conflicts, and high-profile incidents push numbers skyward. Ordering during a brief calm saves more than any coupon. I've built a simple rule. If 9mm dips below 18 cents a round delivered, I snag a case, label it with date and price, and stash it deep. Free shipping thresholds factor in too. Sometimes tacking a single box of 22 over the limit wipes shipping entirely. Keeping cash set aside for those surprise flash sales avoids resorting to big box retail the night before a class, where margins gobble budgets. Calculated bulk buying turns ammunition from a constant trickle expense into an occasional strategic investment. Number 6. Leverage rebate programs and ammo subscriptions. Manufacturers quietly hand out mail-in rebates the way coffee shops hand out punch cards. Filling out a digital form after purchasing a case of Federal often returns the price of a magazine's worth of rounds. Stacking that rebate on a sale price feels like cheating the system. Some shooters ignore rebates because of the weight, yet the check inevitably lands, ready to fund that next range trip. Subscription clubs add another layer of savings when used correctly. A yearly fee to a site like Target Sports unlocks member-only pricing that shaves cents from every trigger pull. The key is calculating volume. If your household burns through a few thousand rounds a year, membership pays for itself swiftly. Browser plugins such as Rakuten quietly deposit small kickbacks for purchases you planned anyway. Beer money in digital form. Applied together, sale, rebate, cashback, and member pricing, these incremental tricks stack like Legos until half the cost disappears, without you resorting to mystery reloads or sketchy surplus. Number 7. Skip boutique loads and stick to proven budget brands. Marketing departments love eye-catching nicknames and glossy boxes. Yet, paper doesn't know whether a projectile carries a designer label. Blazer Brass, PMC Bronze, MagTech, and Fiocchi chug along reliably in almost every pistol on the line, and their pricing rarely spikes because they compete fiercely in the commodity lane. Paying extra for match-grade rifle pills or color-tipped pistol rounds during a mere practice session wastes resources better spent on training classes or optics. Cosmetic blemished batches from reputable vendors present an even cheaper path. Slight scratches on brass never harmed accuracy, and sealed cases shipped in white boxes keep guns just as happy. For those who crave novelty, set aside a single box of the flashy stuff to satisfy curiosity. Then revert to trustworthy economy loads for the other 490 shells in that case. Number 8. Learn to hand load. Hand loading is the tactical equivalent of gardening. Fantastic if you love labor and harvest in volume. Questionable if you despise bench time. Startup costs include a press, dies, scale, calipers, manuals, and safety gear. so a casual shooter might not break even for years. My reloading bench emerged because local pistol matches devoured 9mm faster than bulk deals alone could sustain. Once components arrive in 10,000 primer sleeves and 8-pound powder kegs, each cartridge drops to a fraction of factory sticker. Brass, scavenged after matches or traded with friends, drops cost further, sometimes to only the price of a primer and a pinch of powder. Certain calibers, such as .38 Special or .45 Colt, experience outsized savings because factory offerings cater mostly to cowboy action novelty, pricing them like caviar. Bottleneck rifle rounds often require more steps and pricey bullets, shrinking the advantage. Additionally, some indoor ranges frown on reloads. Always confirm policy before rolling in with plastic ammo boxes. If the calculations pencil out and bench time feels therapeutic, hand loading becomes both hobby and a savings engine. Otherwise, skip it and apply the previous hacks instead. Number 9. Hunt for free or discounted ranges. Public land agencies quietly maintain shooting pits and structured ranges funded by hunters' license revenue. In Colorado, a $35 fishing license doubles as an annual pass to several outdoor venues with benches, target frames, and sometimes steel silhouettes. Those facilities rarely track time, so an entire afternoon costs less than a single hour at a trendy indoor lane. In areas lacking state ranges, rural landowners occasionally grant permission if visitors pack out trash and maybe bring a thank you six-pack of their favorite soda. An abandoned gravel quarry served as my summer classroom last year, its towering walls acting as natural berms and echo chambers. Responsibilities accompany free venues. Haul brass, respect fire risk, and keep noise within local ordinances. Still, gas money to the site pales compared with the hourly swipe of a credit card indoors. When winter drives everyone inside, consider monthly memberships over hourly passes. Heavy users break even fast and often enjoy guest privileges for pals, effectively halving cost for the group during shared sessions. Number 10. Share cost and motivation. Shooting thrives on camaraderie, and camaraderie unlocks discounts. 3 friends splitting a 2,000-round bulk purchase only need modest storage space, yet still land the case pricing. Carpooling to the outdoor range divides fuel expense while turning windshield time into a rolling gunsmith seminar. Inside the firing line, trading pistols mid-session allows each shooter to test drive gear without purchasing their own, preventing regret buys and saving hundreds. Afterward, group debriefs surface technique tips that reduce wasted ammunition in future outings. Even subscription memberships allow one guest, so alternating who signs the bill each month means everyone practices at the reduced member rate periodically without every individual paying an annual fee. Shared gear extends savings further. A single shot timer, staple gun, and a rifle rest meet everyone's needs, erasing duplicate purchases. So there you have it, 10 ways to stop overpaying for your range ammo without cutting back on training. Did you know that many state-run outdoor shooting ranges let you bring as much ammo, steel targets, and friends as you want? What's your go-to ammo-saving tactic? Drop it in the comments. Then like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for more. Thanks for watching.